so next question is one of my faves. What do you think is an assumption or misconception that other people have of you?
I think an assumption people have of me is that I'm hard. Like this whole, she's like rough. She has tattoos. She has shaved head. She's like an artist. So I'm sure she's rough, and hard, and has like. I'm very loud and I say it with my chest and stuff. And I think I made that a point to say it with your chest. But fun enough, like juxtaposed to all of that is I'm really soft. Like if you hurt me and you like stick at me, like it like hurts me. And like the nice thing is that apart from being a soft person, and some people think it's a bad thing to be soft in such a hard world and whatever, it's that I find I can cry at, like, I watch shows and I start crying because it's such a beautiful moment. So it like I can pull out emotions from like really beautiful moments and stuff. So I think then I'll start crying. My friends know, like since high school, Zenie cries about everything. It's good, it's bad. She's gonna cry, but I'm like, it's so pretty. I don't know. So I stopped crying about everything in like that way. I was like, oh, this is so pretty. Then I'm like, okay, don't fuck up the makeup. Then keep it pushing. So yeah, that's an assumption people have on me.
How do you think the current society has influenced how you see yourself and maybe how you see other people?
Current society has found room for other beauty, and well, society is making room for that, and it's those people that are on the outskirts of what the people would think beauty is that are shoving, we're commanding spaces. And I am beautiful. I'm beautiful because of this. I'm beautiful because of that. I'm beautiful because I'm not all of this and that. So society is at a good turning point, I'd like to say, where we don't let anyone tell us what's beautiful anymore. We are saying this person's pretty because of this. Too dark, too skinny, love it. Too fat, whatever. We love it. You look like a man, you look like a woman, blah, blah. I do not care. So I'm glad that there's a community now where if you put yourself out there, you'll be caught. Like there's a net where people throw themselves out there and then you'll be caught. And that's the nice thing, that you never learn now. And shout out to the internet for allowing us to embrace different beauties and be allowed to express our beauty too, and then be accepted and just get feedback and so forth.
Okay, can we go for the eyebrows? The big one.
The big one. This is literally something no one has ever probably seen me on my eyebrows unless we're good friends. So this was one of my insecurities, funny enough, because we have very light eyebrows at home, so it looks like I have nothing. It's so crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, mommy, this is all you. Ooh, no, don't trick the people. Don't trick the people. There they are. Do they even show on camera? I'm sure they don't.
Hi, Zenie.
Hi. This is not even in the morning. But I can't even do expressions. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Love it.
That's me.
Yes,
No brows.
yes.
All my brows are here. All my expressions.
Come on. Okay, so the next question is, how do you express who you are or your identity other than through your physicality?
I'm grateful that art was an outlet for me. So questions, like I've used it as a way to answer questions that I've had about myself and my surroundings. So that is my expression of, if you really want to know what's happening in Zenie's head or like how she's thinking, then ask her about her art. Don't ask her about herself and how she looks and so forth. Just ask like, where is your mind at in terms of your art and so forth. And that's when you'll be able to see how actually I think, because the funny enough, like I hold on to my culture very like sternly and stuff. Funny enough, being in the city or whatever, but I always love returning back home and like going back home like as Lalin and everything. So people won't know I'm a farm girl at heart, but when you look at my art, you'll be like, there's a lot of farm girl vibes going on here and just like unpacking culture and tradition and stuff. So I kind of like that. Sometimes I don't look like my art and my art doesn't look like me, but we're literally the same thing the end of the day.
It's an extension of
It's
you.
an extension, another walking being.
Hey girl. Okay, can we go for the whole face, that foundation?
Everything. K. All of it.
Last question is, at this stage in your life, what do you think is the most important lesson that you've learned thus far?
The most important lesson I've learned thus far is we only have one life to live. So don't make someone else's life shitty, or try to live your one to your fullest. And if you're too busy worrying about other people's ones, you're doing it wrong. You're literally doing this life thing wrong. If you're gonna be like, what is he doing, blah, blah, blah. Why are you living your life like this? Shut up and keep it pushing and look to yourself, because yeah, that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned, is that we have one life to live, so you live it to your fullest. And it's always like, we talk rah, 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 live your dreams, blah, 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 but it is still, at the end of the day, one life. So make it the best. And what other ones? I don't know. It's be a little kinder, just a little more. Be kind even if you're angry. Be kind even if you don't want to be kind. Sometimes we just don't want to, and then, especially like in a world where people want us to be so ugly, you just have to just be the nice person at least. And I know it's always like, the nice person always finishes last, or you never get what you want if you're too nice. And I think it's a result. It's a result of the world. We like this, like the way is, you must be tough, you must, no man, like people are thinking they're islands and everything, and I really don't believe that. No one is an island. We need each other. So I'm always a person like, helping is the best I can do. So that's how I've learned. That's a lesson, that be a helping hand. Maybe you're the only person someone has. So that's what.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
How do you feel now at the end of everything?
I feel so naked. This is a nude.
I love that. I love that.
This is a nude.
I love it.
But
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh girl.
thank you so much.
Oh!
Beautiful.
From top to bottom, fam.